What's up, guys? It's Altai here for a Grindfest Friday with
Amir.
And we're doing Shroud of the Avatar. Here we go.
And we are back.
Alright, what are these? Gwendolyn Wright.
Sheamus Topper. We're exploring some lore over here.
Yeah, it's a lot of nice subtle touches here. Like, they actually care about lore, it seems. Like, with the small things.
But the question is, do the players care about the lore?
Oh.
Okay, so I can't have my my pretty little torch open when we're killing these zombies, all right? Because I gotta put the bow on. And apparently you can't dual wield a torch and a bow.
That makes sense.
But can't you make a device that holds a torch like on your back and then totally catches your hair on fire? Think about it. Couldn't you some kind of strap for the torch, like on your arm or your back or something?
There's actually a really good video on YouTube, guys, about how awful torches are as a light source. Like you
really?
A torch won't even reveal like 2 feet in front of you.
So what was the ideal light source then if it wasn't a torch? Because I think medieval games and video games in general teaches us that torches are like the way to be.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing in like a cave or underground or something, right? Where a little bit of light goes a long way. But outside, it's pretty useless.
Interesting, because I know if you turn on a torch in like Rust, you fucking tell the whole server where you are. So in Rust, it is not the play. But I didn't know it was so bad because I don't think any of us actually see or use torches in real life, just in video games. Some guy said the graphics look pretty decent. You really can't see too much of the graphics because it's nighttime right now. So hopefully it should be daytime.
But I know what I had the same thought, guys. Like this, I've been following this game for a long time. I never actually tried it. But when I did open it, my first thought was, wow, this looks better than I thought it would. You know, it's running Unity, which is a good engine for, like, you know, mobile games, I guess. But it's not the first thing I think of when I think, you know, high-end. But obviously it's possible.
What I'm impressed with right away is it doesn't follow the mold of your typical MMORPG, you know? And I feel like we've already played so many Korean grinders, so many Chinese MMORPGs where we kind of intuitively just kind of expect a certain thing in our games. Here, it's very much inspired by Ultima Online. And if you played Ultima Online back in the day, you'll see a lot of the similarities between the games. I mean, it is obviously made by Richard Gariott, the guy best known for Ultima Online. But it really does feel like much different than all the other Korean games we've played most recently. And it does feel a bit janky sometimes. It's not this, oh my god, you got an arrow going through you right now. Why is there a skeleton in this house? Dude, there's a guy here.
This pirate don't mind. Look at this look at this crazy pirate man. He doesn't care. He just lives with the skeleton.
That's like you just killed the guy's bunkmate. He was splitting rent with that guy now. And now how he's gonna pay for this flat by himself? We
should mention again, since we had to restart, that this game is usually $40, but right now it's free to play for till the end of the month. So if you guys want to try it, now is the time.
So this guy sells reagents. He's a reagent merchant, so it's going to be following the steps of Ultima Online by adding reagents to cast spells, which honestly were kind of annoying. Having played Ultima for like 7+ years, I don't think I really liked the reagent system, but I kind of know why they have it, but it was always kind of annoying. You need, reagents to cast spells.
But yeah, another cool thing I like about this game, a lot of the little touches, like to talk to this NPC, I had to put my weapon away by pushing Z. When I push Z again, I pull my weapon out, which is kind of a, nice immersion creating gimmick.
There's a lot of little things where they're trying to add immersion as well. For example, when you go, that skeleton just booked it. He's piecing it over there. You see him bugging out? Where's he going?
I have no idea.
He like ran.
I think we're supposed to go to Soul Town before we come here, but we didn't really do it in order. Oh well.
But we're in the persistent world now, so we can kind of do things on our own. Just by killing these things, we're actually gaining skill. You can see in the bottom left. We're gaining combat experience. I don't believe the game uses a level system. It's using skills. Whatever weapon you have equipped, whatever things you do in game, you're gaining skills with that. If I put away my bow and put up a sword, I'll be gaining swordsmanship instead of bow skills. Which is, again, something we haven't seen in too many MMORPGs. I feel like the leveling system really won out, and we see a lot more of that. So top right over there, it says level up. My range combat skills up to level 39. And you can see all my individual skills, level 7, 4, and whatnot. So all those skills level up on their own. But I was saying earlier, too, when you buy something from an NPC, it actually like you'll sign your name at the receipt, like as you know, completing the deal with an NPC. It's a little touched, but like it's nice to see them putting that effort in. You know.
Watch this. Oh, JK, it's on cooldown now.
So right now we are grinding zombies. They are super easy.
I can cast Gust of Wind. Did you see that?
Yeah, looks cool. Let's loot more of these zombies. They drop gold. And you need gold to buy arrows in this game because you do have ammunition. Something I know a lot of archer players hate. You gotta carry ammo for your weapon. You use a bow use an arrow on every single shot. Luckily, they're pretty cheap in the game. We should mention this game is in early access. I don't know what their full release schedule is either.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
They do kind of mention.
There's like a sticky web here. It actually got stuck. I destroyed it then.
You got stuck in it, so I was able to walk through. I guess it only worked on you. You notice the house we're in right now is the exact same design of the first house we saw in the tutorial zone. It's literally the same house.
We can talk to the ghost so people can see how like the chat works.
He's a forgetful ghost, all right? I got unsheath my weapon before I talk to a ghost. So the letters actually bold up, and you gotta click on them. And when it does, your character says something, and the kind of NPC talks back to you. Much of the game is questing, and just talking to NPCs is actually almost like a two-way street. We're actually talking to them as well. You see all your predefined options in the bottom. I asked him for a job. He goes, ooh.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that too. Okay, this guy's useless. Let's get out of here.
You say help. You asked him for help. He said, "Am I beyond help?" ? Yeah, this guy is a complete useless ghost. But like that sense of almost like trying to be a little more immersive. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to do it. I'm not ready to say it's successful just yet, but you can see them at least trying a few extra things to be immersive, you know? They're not going with that same exclamation mark sitting on their heads, the same generic stuff we've seen in so many MMORPGs. I'm okay with MMO. I live in RuneScape. There you go. A lot of the, I don't know, old school MMORPGs did have it.
So,
RuneScape EverQuest.
Someone asked, can we talk a little bit more about the features for people who are not aware of Ultima Online? So, okay, this game is, like Omar said, skill-based progression, not levels. There's heavy emphasis on kind of like role-playing and like kind of getting to know the world. There's a big push on player housing, but unlike Ultima Online, in Shroud of the Avatar, the player housing is heavily real money-based, right? They sell like $500 houses on their website, so it's a little different than that Ultima Online in that regard. I have not thought about getting housing yet, only because it seems to be pretty pricey here. And there are no boob sliders from what I saw. This game seems to go for the more realistic, body type builds. You know,
unfortunately,
there's no nonsense. You know, there's no nonsense with the character designs. No
nonsense. Come on, female warriors. Come on. This is Middle Ages, all right?
Well, speaking,
women aren't allowed to be knights.
I'm encumbered. Uh-oh. I'm gonna throw away some of my rusty swords I've been picking up.
So do these guys drop like a sword every single time, like the skeletons and stuff?
Yeah, well, no, almost every time. I have so many rusty swords I gotta get rid of.
So I actually kind of like that too, because I know EverQuest had it as well back in the day, where if you see an enemy with like a sword in their hand and you kill that enemy, it'll actually drop that sword or weapon. Whereas if you're playing most games, like it just doesn't drop it at all, right? It's really where the weapon just disappears. Here, if you see it, you'll get it when you kill the enemy for the most part. So again, progression is probably the most, I guess, different thing between this and your traditional MMORPG. You know, you don't just gain levels. You just basically improve on whatever weapons you're using. Alright, kill this. Yeah, help me with this Ebon cultist wizard. He's kicking my ass.
Alright, I got you.
So I have a healing touch ability here too. As I use this, I guess I'll gain some skill in it.
Let me try healing you too.
Oh. I think, is it a self-heal though? Short range healing spell gains a bonus based on the time since the caster harmed any target.
Yeah, I think
so. It's not really a in combat skill. You gotta do kind of after combat. Can we loot this guy? Oh yeah, he's got lesser staff and a lesser wand. Obviously not necessarily a great loot, but again, they're dropping what they're carrying, which is definitely a nice touch.
Do you want a shield? Or you want to keep going arrow?
I'm gonna keep going arrow for now.
All right, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna.
The game also has day and night cycle. I actually kind of like it. I think it's a nice touch too. Adds to the immersion. Not necessarily a huge positive, but it's definitely nice. I like it in Final Fantasy 14 as well. So right now we're just grinding our skills right now in this camp of enemies. Every time you see a glow around your character, you do gain a skill. We have level 42 range right now. I'm not sure what the cap is.
Look at me. I got a sword and dagger here.
Ooh. Like if you highlight your skills on the right side, it tells you like how much bonuses you get for using it. And if you once it gets to level 62, I'll get even bigger bonuses. So you can see that your clear progression paths.
Someone made a funny point. Mr. Fester says they make you carry reagents and arrows, presumably for immersion, but at the same time you can carry 40 swords.
It's true.
That's a good point.
Let's go explore the world a little bit over here. Let's go back on the road. Let's go trekking. Because another innovative or different thing about Shroud the Avatar as well as Ultima Online and a lot of the classical MMORPGs is you often didn't have like a predefined grind path. I mean, whether you're playing nowadays basically any modern MMORPG, whether it's WoW, Star Wars, The Republic, Maple Story, whatever it is, there's almost always a predetermined like rail for you to go on. Like, you kill low-level enemies here, you progress here, and then there. And it's all kind of predefined for you. In Ultima Online, you just kind of work on your skills however you want. You can do it like in Ultima, you can always level up your skills in PvP slowly with friends, sparring with them, with NPCs, with monsters, with animals. There's all different ways to kind of progress your character. We were in town earlier before we started recording. There was a guy just sitting there fishing, gathering his fishing skill. So there's a lot of different ways to progress in the game, and it's not always going to be, every player is going to be grinding their stats the same exact way.
Right.
This guy's dropping more arrows over here too. He's got what's better, a shoddy short bow or my crappy bow? They both do 2 to 7 damage, and they both suck. Never mind, not going to use it. I think his arrows though. Slane says I bought into this a while back while I was drunk. Played it not too long ago, and I enjoyed it. I think this game's been in development for a long time. I guess that's one of the a minor negative there. They've been doing telethons and whatnot, try to raise money for this game, and I really hope they do finish it to the Richard Garriott's almost desired dream at this point. Right away though, like having played Ultima, one thing that really strikes me right away, and I think is a big turnoff for a lot of players, is the game's interface. Like the in-game graphics, I think look pretty good. Like they're nothing to write home about, right? They're no ESO or anything like that, but like they work, they look decent. But look at the interface. Click C to see your paper doll. Again, that's straight out of Ultima Online, your paper doll in this game. But look at like B. Click B to see your. Look at the skill menu in B.
Wow, the B looks pretty old school here.
Is this from like 2002? Like this looks like so old school. Just click around, see like your skills and stuff over there. Like it looks really bad, some of the interface stuff. And I think they are placeholders right now. They work on the core gameplay stuff right now, but it is definitely a big turnoff for a lot of people. I mean, whenever they do get finished, they do have to polish that stuff up a lot, because you can't release a game with interface stuff like that. But I do like the core mechanics here.
Oh, we loaded.
Ooh. We are in Novia. A loading screen, boys. You excited?
Oh, I'm very excited. But I am glad. I'm kind of glad I waited as long as I did to try this, because apparently it was in a much worse state in the past. So I am glad. Like I said, I am pleasantly surprised by how functional it is and how well it looks.
Me too. I've heard a lot of bad things about this game prior, and it's been out and playable in some state for a long time now, years. And this is the first time my brother and I are playing it, so we waited a bit for more progress to be made. Oh, is this like a world map area? What? All right,
I'm still loading.
Okay, this is pretty cool. We are literally in a. It looks like a world map, like a standard Final Fantasy VII style, like or old school Final Fantasy game style world map.
Whoa, yeah, you're right.
I didn't know this game even had this. This is Welcome to the World of New Britannia. That's
pretty cool. So
interesting.
Are we finally gonna find that soul, whatever, the soul town?
Maybe. Wait, there's a bridge over here.
Wait, what's this? What's this? How do I tell what this is? This is a recluse. I don't want to go there.
You know what I like though? One thing I really love in MMORPGs, when you say something, it goes over your head, right? So I'm gonna type MMOs.com, and it comes right over my head. I think it makes communication so much easier and better in any MMORPG to have text over your head. It's such a simple thing, but I freaking love it. Like any game that has that kind of wins my heart right away on the communication bit. All right, so unfortunately I can't read these moon runes. I guess there's like this is Solace Bridge. Don't we have to go here? Let's go here. This is Solace Bridge. Enter area. Unless we just came from here, we'll find out. Slane says it's decent. I have fun dabbling. Don't buy it for $40 yet unless you're wasted. I do recommend you check it out during its free weekends and free trials. They've had this free trial lasts until the end of the month. They've had a free trial last month as well, and I'm sure they'll have many more free trials going forward. So you'll have plenty of chances to play it for free. Yes, not Barracuda. Floating chat is excellent. Like even the map looks very like old school over here. So now we're in Solus Bridge. I'm pretty sure we had to come over here for a quest. I see a deer over there. You want to kill that deer? Let's go hunt some deer.
All right, let's do it.
This deer looked at me funny. We're gonna mess him up. We're gonna mess that doe up. I'm really hoping they use the same exact noise from Ultima Online when you kill the deer. I gotta click Z to pull up my bow. Oh, here we go. We're chasing him down. Look at this laggy deer. That deer just got cover. He only took. Oh my god, dude! That deer's got some sick cover. Oh, hunt that deer down, yo. Man, I feel like trying to hunt the deer down with a sword is not easy.
I casted a gust of wind on it, but nothing happened. Oh.
Yo, this deer is booking.
Oh, he just bolted.
Holy moly. Okay, I do like that it is kind of realistic. Like in most MMORPGs, when you shoot a deer, right? What you think is gonna happen is the deer is gonna run up to you and fight you, right? That doesn't actually happen though. Deers are not gonna fight you. They're gonna run away. So yeah, it actually
skinning
running,
it,
which is nice.
I'm skinning it. That's pretty cool.
And actually, by skinning, I'm sure you'll be gaining some skill in that too, or at least with the if you craft something out of the hide.
And I did gain a skill actually. I gained my field dressing, increased to level 11. Exciting.
So typically, in these games, you do have to specialize though, because you can't. I mean, at least if it follows the same path as Ultima Online, you're not going to be able to max everything out.
Does anyone chat know if there's like a max skill points?
There's gotta be. There's got. Otherwise, everyone would.
I mean, it could be like Eve. Why? Oh, this is the tutorial area, man. Why are we here?
Oh, well, this is. It's no longer evil though, is it?
No, it's not fire. Oh, there's a zombie here.
Right. Journey to Soul Town. I am. All right. We probably should have done it earlier. Really, it's unlimited. Holy crap.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
you actually learn everything. That's pretty amazing. If they make it like Eve though, where it becomes progressively more difficult, that's actually I think a great way to do it. Where specialization makes sense, but you know, if the power gamer wants to get everything.
Okay, it's a penalty.
There's no max. Okay. You lose a bunch of stuff when you die.
Don't
I
die.
do like the little harsher death penalties makes dying a little more meaningful in games too. I feel too often when you play an MMO, especially like you die, like it's almost like it's nothing more than minor inconvenience, like a very minor inconvenience. But I do feel like you should value your in-game life a bit more.
My biggest gripe, guys, maybe in chat you guys can agree or disagree, or you too. I think they should have stuck with the isometric view.
I think so too. And obviously you kind of know I'm biased about that because I hated the Third Dawn expansion for Ultima Online when they tried making it 3D.
I mean, this isn't Ultima Online though. That's not.
I know.
It's not pigeonhole.
It's not Ultima Online, but true. But like, look how much inspiration is drawn from Ultima Online. Even the interface, like clearly, Richard Gariott, is trying to improve upon Ultima Online. You have so many of the same interface elements, so many of the core systems, built into the game. But I think the isometric look could have been good. I love the isometric look in Ultima, so again, I could be biased for that too.
Are we somewhere different? Oh, we're on the other side of the bridge now. That's pretty cool.
This is Bastion's Point. Let's keep looking around.
Maybe it's over here?
Another minor thing. Wouldn't it make more sense instead of these moon runes, which are, I guess, in-game language, it just said it in English? This is the White Guard Foothills. You want to go here?
Bastion. Where do you want to go?
Let's go to White Guard Foothills. Fine. I don't think. I'm not sure either because again, it's my first time playing this. If there's like a main story quest in this game, if anyone wants to clarify for us, or is it more free form, do whatever you want, do the quest you want to do style game? Because Ultima was like that, and I suspect this is going to be more open ended as well. Because even in the tutorial quest, they basically said like, oh, go to the boat if you want to leave, or you want to do this quest, go over there. Take things however you want it. The skill menu though, when you click B, looks quite lousy.
Apparently the game was farming. That's pretty cool.
Nice. I don't think I've seen any MMORPG do farming really well yet.
Oh, by the way, guys, music. I think they did a pretty good job with the music. A lot of games neglect. I'm gonna switch back to my bow. My bow is way better than my stupid.
And while this game is still unfinished and janky, I do want to say it feels like an MMORPG a lot more so than I want to say like a Critica style game. I mean, Critica is it's a fun game, but it's hard to view it as an MMORPG. Maybe because I have my own notion of what an MMORPG should be. I kind of want to see how player housing works, though, because Ultima Online's player housing was by far my favorite system. I don't think any other game pulled off housing the way Ultima did back in the day, which was a persistent world housing. Now we're killing thugs. We went from killing... Oh, these are bandits, too. So we're killing bandits and thugs.
I want to see what my level is in archery.
It should be at top right when it tells you. Every time you gain a skill, it'll be there.
It's pretty high now. Range combat increased to 44. Wow.
Mine's 45 right now. And it tells you every after 20 more levels, we'll gain 27% damage, versus only 6.1% right now.
There's a bunch of bandits over here.
Nice, let's go kill them.
They're running around somewhere. Let's go follow them.
So it looks like once you get to about 75 skill, it gets very difficult to improve beyond that. Which is why specialization becomes more important later on if you want to be a really... it might not make sense for a new player to try leveling everything up at once. I guess this guy basically is trying to run away.
These are resetting, because I guess someone ran past them, yeah.
That's pretty neat, though. I actually like that system a lot. I do think having the skill caps in Ultima kind of made you not want to invest in your character, or made the investment in characters pretty limited. Here, you can kind of sink as much time as you want in your character to be a true... I guess, in the words of Richard Gariott, an avatar, which is what the Ultima series has always kind of pushed. And it's nice that, for the people who want to no-life it, there'll always be ways to improve. And I'm sure the improvements will be marginal then anyway. Because there's some guys really good at swords, bows, maces, and all those different weapons. And you're just good with one weapon. It's not going to really matter anyway. In combat, you still have the same advantage.
How many arrows are we packing?
I have a lot of arrows. That should be good. I have a good 1,000 arrows on me.
So we kind of failed to find Soul Town, but at least we're doing our own thing here. At least we're still progressing.
Give Abigail the good news. She should know that her daughter is safe and should be in Soul Town. Apparently we rescued that girl from the tutorial too. If anything, Richard Gariott is pretty consistent when it comes to handling questing. I remember questing in Ultima being a non-existent thing. They were in the game, but it was never done well, or presented in a way that actually compels you to do them.
Were they even in the game? The only quests I remember are those where you bring them.
You tell them they want to go somewhere, dungeons or towns. You gotta take them there, I
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, those are quests. Those kind of count.
I just died.
Or you just got wrecked.
Oh my god.
BRB casually walking backwards and spraying arrows. Now that you're dead, I do no damage, by the way. Oh god, these bandits are tough. Oh man. Alright, the thug reset. We good? We good, Holmes?
Okay, so there's a timer on my screen for 270 seconds. So I gotta wait for that.
You need to wait for 270 seconds while you're dead? There's gotta be a way to reset, isn't there?
Maybe I probably have to find a shrine somewhere. Did you see one at the beginning of the zone?
I'm going to the beginning of the zone right now because I'm about to die too. Actually, I should probably get myself killed so we can wander around together and find it. But I'm too good to die. I actually walk away when I'm low HP. Those regular thugs do hit pretty hard anyway. I feel like if they spice up the game's interface, it'd be very much playable to right away. I feel like right away that's...
You know what they're missing? They're missing maps. Okay, actually this zone actually has a map. The other zone we were in didn't even have a map.
But even the map looks kind of janky,
this map
right?
sucks. They gotta fix this map. This map's a tuker.
Everything from the icons to the interface is the biggest
It's a worthless
thing
map.
that needs to improve it right now.
Alright,
go to the zone entrance. You can rest there. Yeah. I see your corpse. Can I go loot everything on your body real quick?
Where is the zone entrance though? That is the question. Okay, I think I see it.
Use the janky map. You'll find it.
Look at this map. It keeps spazzing. Oh, I see the Ankh. Heal me up.
There you go.
All right.
Oh my god, these dogs are ganking me.
I have my stuff with me. I didn't lose my stuff.
Okay.
So did I lose anything? See this chat.
So the game is definitely a bit more generous than Ultima, where you would actually lose everything if you die.
Mm-hmm.
No, these thugs. Why are they chasing me?
All right, so I'm back alive. That's nice. Gotta help Remo.
So I'm gaining my healing magic as well.
I should heal myself. I'm
So
full.
it seems like every individual skill actually levels up by itself as well. Is that a bit much though, to be like leveling up every skill? Like each skill seems.
Well,
to
why are you
individually
chaining
level
all
as
these
well.
slugs, dude? What are you doing?
Yeah, they're gonna wreck you, dude. All right.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Kill them. You do mega damage though. We can kill it. All right, you pulled one off me. You pulled aggro. But at least you gotta commend the developers for this game. They're trying to make something different, and they have something that's playable. Although, you know, obviously it's still a bit janky and still needs to be polished up. Dynamic gameplay.
Easy game.
But it kinda, I mean, the only other MMORPG this vaguely reminds me of, and it's a really big stretch, is maybe ESO. Like, ESO was kind of different too.
The visuals remind you of it.
Maybe. Something about it. See Cat, you're a founder for this game and so disappointed by it. Are you an original Ultima Online player? I feel like you have to be anyway, because who else would really back like a relatively unknown game like Shroud the Avatar?
This
Like,
game got a lot
unknown when it
of
first started.
funding. You'd be surprised.
Millions, like what, 8 million or something?
More than that. Let me see. A Shroud of the Avatar. They actually have it on their homepage. How much they raised? They raised 11 million.
So here's another issue with a game like this. I think. Do you think people that love Ultima Online, that really like passionate about that game, are willing to maybe even move to another game? I feel like that audience is still in love with Ultima Online. I mean, we still casually go back and play Ultima Online private servers, right? We have that itch every once in a while, and we scratch that itch by playing Ultima Online, T2A servers. So I feel like the audience for this game might be, kind of stuck in Ultima still.
That's the same problem I believe Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen, will have. They're trying to replicate EverQuest. And unfortunately for them, I think a lot of people who like EverQuest are still playing EverQuest, right? And a lot of people who like Ultima Online are still playing Ultima Online. If you add up all the private servers, you still got a lot of people jumping around.
There were a lot of people watching us that did played Ultima Online back in the day. I think my brother and I started playing in '98 or '99.
We started
with the T2A expansion.
Yeah, we started after T2A, but before Renaissance. So somewhere in that year.
Watch HP again. Use your healing skill. Dude, these bands keep coming. Dude, we need to find a safe spot to rest up.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
They're literally coming in mass. Let's go back to the world map, all right? This grind spot sucks. Oh, that's the wrong way. This way.
KYZ, you're still playing Ultima Online? That's pretty cool. Are you playing official or private servers?
He's definitely playing private.
I don't know. Who knows? There's still a lot of people who play on official servers. It's a different game now on the public server, but
it's a much different game. Definitely private. Good. My brother and I have been playing on and off private servers. Usually, T2A. We played on IPY in Poor Yelm for quite a while.
IPY 2, 3, Encore.
Yeah, all
1,
the IPY
2.
iterations we played on.
Yeah.
How do we get out of here? I forgot the way. This way, I think. This way. But I wouldn't recommend Ultima Online to anyone who hasn't played it back in the day. It's a very difficult game to get into. I guess for maybe that audience, the people that want to like almost experience the Ultima Online experience without like having to play like 15-year-old, forget 50, like a 20-year-old game, right? Maybe this is much more approachable, probably. Because I mean, there's a lot, like we're very nostalgic about Ultima Online, my brother and I, but there's a lot about that game that was never like fundamentally well designed. Maybe. Like, if you're a new player and you launch that game, the first thing my brother and I did when we played Ultima Online was we were in a town and we wanted to buy a sword from an NPC, right? So we walked up to the NPC and I want to buy something from this NPC. He's in a shop. There's like swords in the display case. I just dragged my gold coins. I put it on top of him, right, to buy something. And he's like, I thank thee, and he kept my gold as if like I was giving him a gift. I didn't know I had to type vendor buy to buy from the NPC. So there's a lot of very janky, like not well explained elements for the new player experience in Ultima Online. So it was a lot of stupid experiences. Or if you double click an NPC after you click tab, you actually you attack it, and then the guards will kill you instantly. Or you find a corpse in town, or you take something from the body, right? Maybe somebody died in town, you want to loot something from them, you die instantly because you did a criminal act. There was a lot of elements in Ultima Online which were just not newbie friendly, and I don't think anyone who hasn't played will appreciate that game. And I would never recommend that game to my friends or anyone that hasn't played it. But a game like this, perhaps it's more approachable when they make the interface more streamlined.
I see Soul Town on the map.
Let's go to Soul Town.
You know what's funny? The map is so much better on the world map.
It's so much nicer here.
Like what?
Beautiful here, actually.
Like why is this map okay, and then when you're in a zone, it's awful.
It's garbage when you're in a zone. I can hear this lady wailing in the background, though.
You see a cat. Omar and I were the kind of guys in the UO who would who would make a new character, right? So we get we're a free blue with 5 kill counts free. We'd tame polar bears, like 5 each, and just camp the moon gate and just kill people as they come through the moon gate.
Actually, back in the day, there was no limit of 5. You know, 5 was a limit introduced. I think relative after maybe right before Age of Shadows came out, and you could have like 50 polar bears, and you just get all the polar bears to kill someone. And even if the guards kill you, the polar bears just wreck somebody instantly. Platinum happy. We have not tried Camelot Unchained just yet. From what I've seen, though, that game still needs a lot of work. It's probably one of the the Kickstarter or crowdfunding MMORPGs that still needs the most work out of the ones that started early. Like Pantheon just shown a lot more complete more gameplay. Albion Online is very close to release. Shroud the Avatar is at least playable right now.
Shroud's online too.
Shroud's online, yeah. A lot of these games have
Legends of Aria, I should say, guys.
There you go. All right, we're actually where we're supposed to be now.
Yes, we finally made it to Soul Town.
There's a tiger. There's a cat here. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this cat. And before the guards kill me.
There's a watcher here.
Be wary. Sheath your weapon.
You're in town, dude. Don't get whacked.
All right. We're gonna get guard whacked if we hit those guys. All right, we're in Soul Town. What's our journey here? Let's see. Give Abigail the good news and journey to the town. All right, we're in the town.
Do you think these plots here? Yeah, these plots here. Look, if you look at the map more, these are player-owned plots, I believe. Because if you cursor over them, it says owned by Dewdrops or whatever. It tells you the people's name.
I'm lagging like crazy when I'm getting near here.
That's probably because of the player housing. Pretty cool. So yeah, there's some persistent player housing, baby. I'm gonna go on this one. Owned by Care.
Let's check this out.
This guy's got a very unfinished home. You know, there's no walls.
I feel like this is a thieves' haven right here. He's gonna come in here and jack all these tools, take a shit on the forge, and then leave.
All right, let's go to a fancy house. I want to go to someone's fancy house.
Let's see a mansion. I want to see what a big house looks like.
All right, there's one here. This guy's got a big house, castle-looking thing.
Yeah, I can't emphasize enough. Like, you have to at least appreciate what Richard Gariott is trying to make here, right? It's not just another Korean grinder. It almost feels like so many of those Korean MMORPGs. Not all of them, obviously. I'm generalizing here because I've played so many that. Oh, well, cool.
This guy's Jewish. The owner of this house is Jewish, guys. Look, he's got a menorah.
Gotta knock it down. Off. Did you see that?
Oh, that's right. You turn off his light. No 40 days of oil for him.
But stuff like this is really cool. Like, again, it's open in the gameplay, skill-based progression. It feels and looks different than almost any other MMORPG that's available. And the stuff like this persistent player housing, you can interact with all these environments. Yeah, I think the Final Fantasy housing is great too, but it exists in this special housing district, and that kind of makes it less meaningful. Or if you see the player housing in Twin Saga or basically any of the X Legend games, it always exists in a separate zone for itself. Can we play chess on here?
I tried. I think we need to have permission since it's in a private house. We have to have a certain kind of. I'm in the basement, by the way. There's a hatch. You can click and you can load into the guy's basement.
All right, check it out.
His basement.
I kind of wish you had to load into it, but you know.
Yeah, the loading. Actually, I'm actually surprised how bad the loading times are. They're pretty bad. Like they take a long time.
You know, it's that Unity engine, yo.
Oh, this guy's basement's pretty. It's pretty big, but it's pretty empty. How big is this basement? Holy moly!
This is it's a dungeon down here.
I know.
Lock you up and murder you.
It's dark in here too. There's another staircase down. Dude,
yeah, this is dug so deep. Forget this guy. There's nothing to see in here. The guy didn't even bother decorating his basement.
I know, but oh my god, it's deep. This is from my perspective, guys. Remo tried, but his screen was too dark, apparently. I'm gonna climb back upstairs.
I like what I see as like a potential like building blocks. I mean, I can see how some fans might be disappointed, but as somebody who hasn't donated anything to the game, I'm pleasantly surprised. It didn't cost me anything, and by the time the game comes out, I can already see their vision, right? What they're trying to do, and I think it's pretty admirable. And there's still a lot of work to be done in the optics and just making it like feel nicer, load faster, look better. All the UI stuff needs to be completely rehauled.
Guys, this is mostly podcast talk here, but guys, stop funding these games when they're in development. You know, I have nothing against buying these games when they come out, but come on, guys, let's stop dropping big dollars when they're still in development.
Check out more houses over here. Oh man, EverQuest next. Rest in pepperoni. Well, this house looks pretty cool too. It's like a castle.
Which one are you in? Oh, I see you. Wow, this one's huge.
I know, right? Can we play this piano too? Oh, I bet if you ever, you know. Oh my God, look at this. All right. How do we
wow,
play
this is a cluttered house. I want to play this piano.
I'm sitting on the piano, but I don't think I can play it. There's gotta be a way.
Oh, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit!
That's actually really cool. Again, these little details I think are really good. I mean, like first of all, the animations are garbage. Like from my end, I see you shaking your booty on my screen.
No, on my screen you're playing it.
On my screen you're playing it too, but it looks mega janky. Like your character's like your character's ass is like twitching left and right really quickly and looks unbelievably unnatural.
No, yours looks fine to me. Okay. I guess
on your character, do you see it or no?
No, on my screen, both of our guys look fine.
Okay. But little details like this, I think, are great. I know Ultima Online had the chessboards and backgammon sets too. You could actually move the pieces around and cheat or play the game. But I think MMORPGs are much more than just their gameplay, their core combat, rather, not just gameplay. Combat is not everything.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Now you're janking for me. So I guess that piano placement is kind of bugging something out.
Yeah, it's bugged out. But it's still cool that you can do these little things. And like seeing stuff like this kind of makes other players like you see a house with cool decorations with like cool utility items and stuff. Like it makes you want to get that house as well and gives you stuff to work towards. Come
over here, Amar. Look at this. There's like a printing press. You can copy books here. So if you write a note, like a flyer, you can make copies of it here and then just like distribute them, I guess. This thing, double click this.
It's awesome.
And seeing this makes me actually want a house, right? If a house is just like an existing in a separate dimension, right, where no one can see it, I got no desire to have a house, you know.
Plus, there's usually minimal utility in most games too. It's just a place to park your rare things to show off, which you know is good too, right? Like, I think housing, showing off your rare items is awesome. But when that exists in an instance zone that nobody will ever see unless you invite them into it, or they see you and they right click to see your house, that's pointless. Like it adds no context or like meaning to an MMORPG to have that kind of housing system. It's almost like an afterthought. Like the game still needs a lot of work. Like
come sleep with me.
You're floating on that bed right now. Like get off and watch me do it. You'll see how janky it is.
Okay.
Because animation, there's so much work that this game still needs. But what I see is like I see the dream, I see the vision, I see what they're trying to do, and it looks decent, and I'm hopeful. Hold on, let me get closer. Is it mega bugged out for you too? For me?
I mean, you're floating. Yeah, you're floating. But
but when I get off too.
From the top down looks okay.
All right. Like these, what's remarkable is these ideas that we're seeing in this game. It almost as if nobody's even trying to do these anymore, right? Everyone else is just kind of done the same thing over and over again. You know, like I guess since World of Warcraft, almost all Western MMORPGs have been variations of World of Warcraft, and almost all Korean MMORPGs have been variations of stuff like I guess I'm not sure what the first one was, but like Last Chaos or Shea, like just different variations of that.
Ooh, there's a fountain up here.
People saying they love all the UO Easter eggs, and yeah, obviously it's made by Richard Gariott, so you can see all that fun stuff in it. But seeing all the stuff makes me like excited about this game. Like this is, I think there's potential here when this launches with a much cleaner interface. But like, there's still so much that clearly needs to be done, and the right ideas are here, right? You just gotta polish everything up and make it, you know, look a little bit nicer. I wonder if the items work the same way in Ultima. Can I like drop something on the floor and anyone can pick it up? Let's find out. Let me drop this crap on the ground.
I'm gonna do the real test, guys. I'm gonna see if there's fall damage. Ready?
No. Let's see.
Oh, there's fall damage. I'm dead.
Oh, did you actually die?
I died. My God, I gotta find an Ankh.
I died too. Holy crap. Man, this game is realistic falling damage too. I didn't believe you. I felt like...
Why do you believe me? What a lie.
I didn't jump down. I walked down. I could survive a 3-story fall, all right? What kind of pansy-ass adventure am I? I mean, I might break my legs, but I ain't gonna die. There's an Ankh right next to where I died, I think.
Really?
It's not a real Ankh. It's a fake Ankh.
Oh.
Oh, the real Ankhs just raise you automatically?
Yeah. And actually, you don't loot your body. You stay with everything.
Okay. No, I mean, I have a lot to say about this game in the podcast too. There's definitely potential here. Like, especially after playing Critica last week for Grindfest. Look, Critica was by far a more enjoyable and functional game today, right? By far. You could play it, have fun with the action combat, but there's no depth to a game like Critica. We've seen that formula over and over again with DFO, Soulworker Online. There's a million games like Critica Online, and they're all, you know, it's fun for a while, but I can't get into it personally. But like this right now was mega janky, and probably I wouldn't recommend anybody play it today. But when this releases, and if it releases with all the, you know, I think I see your soul walking around over here too. If it releases with the promised features, with what I'm seeing all polished, hell, I could get into this.
Oh, it's a fancy house.
Did you res?
Yeah. Towards the north end of the map, there's on the way out. There's an Ankh.
North end of the map. All right.
Door is locked. This douchebag locked his house. Oh my God.
I actually like the housing system though. I mean, it's not the same as Ultima, but it still exists in the persistent towns.
There's an outhouse here. That's so funny.
All right, let's go here. I'm still trying to find the res over here. Oh, I see the Ankh over here. Let's go. Can we complete our quest here? Like, a journey to Sultan. We're in Sultan. How is our quest not complete yet? Have we not thoroughly journeyed into Sultan?
Oh, we should visit a bank.
All right.
That's what.
Did they say bank to ask my bank again? Can I relive that nostalgia?
Let's find out.
The game isn't too popular right now in early access either. I think there's about 150 players on Steam. Though probably many more off of Steam because the free trial is for non-Steam users.
Yes.
You download from their website to get the free trial, and I think many more people are playing off of that because of the free trial.
You'll never guess what the banker is.
Oh, let's take a look.
So this is some Westworld level shit right here.
Oh, this is the bank.
Look
there's people here.
Look at the banker.
Oh, what? We got like C3. We got some ghetto ass C3PO up in here.
We got some robot bankers.
It's automaton, not a robot. All right. I think Siberia taught me that automatons are completely different.
I'm gonna put my triangle shield in the bank. There you go.
I claimed all my rewards, guys. I had no rewards to claim, but whatever there was, I claimed them. The ghetto ass C3PO. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You know, it's pretty funny though. The NPCs are literally like robots. You know, because like, I guess they're bots. You know, haha.
Yo, I'm talking to this NPC and he just books it, right? Like on my screen, he's like, I was staring at him and he just walked away. All right, goodbye, buddy. It has a weird EverQuest style of communicating with NPCs. Let's talk to this busty lady.
Oh, this house looks nice. Is this a player house? Yeah, it is. Wow, guys, the art. Look at this art. This raunchy art.
So can you walk through players too? Is there player collision? I'm still trying to find. I don't want to go in the basement here.
All right, so far this is my favorite part of like this session. Just seeing people's houses in town.
Yeah, me too. Seeing that gives me like, you know, makes me appreciate what they're trying to do. I'm coming to where you are now.
And the thing is, I actually like this better, where the housing plots are in the towns rather than just like in the middle of nowhere, like Ultima Online. You know.
So like this is an NPC, right? He's standing over here. This is somebody's NPC, I believe, right? If you go outside the town, the house you're in, he's like this. Yeah. He's selling all the crap from this guy's house. Yeah, Ida's the armor and clothing merchant, so it's using the same merchant system that Ultima Online did as well. I don't think there's gonna be a global auction house. Instead, you know, it gives value to houses as well. The prime real estate will be able to sell, you know, their loot in better spots, and it's a nice system. I feel like the auction house system is almost too efficient, where it kind of takes away the player interaction, the soul out of buying and selling, you know. Here it's more local.
Oh, this guy's got a nice
Imagine
house.
if Conan Exiles did any of this and could have more than 30 players per server. Oh god. Yeah, I played Conan Exiles for like at least over 30 hours, probably more than that. And yeah, I had fun, but I feel like it was definitely a bit disappointing. I played 50 hours, my bad. It was all within like launch week.
I feel like anyone at Funcom who knew how to develop, like
already left
a long time ago.
True. But they're selling all their items out in here. Yeah, I mean, for YouTube, we should definitely cut off over here. We've shown a bit of Shroud the Avatar. It's an interesting game, I think. Keep an eye on it. I don't recommend, you know, buying it or backing it now, but if you want to check it out during your free trial and see if it's something up your alley.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to call it right here.
Later for YouTube, guys.